Perhaps this new conversation can also cover an issue that you and I talked about off camera just before we started. And I wonder why it is that, the organized labor does not want to have that conversation or entertain any sustained conversation on decentralized national minimum wage. Do you not think that at this point, seeing all that is playing out economically and all, that just like we know all fingers are not equal, so are the states. Is it perhaps not time to begin to canvass constitutional amendment to make provisions for decentralized national minimum wage? Mind you, comrade, proponents of this...
Just ask your question straight and I'm going to answer you.
Yes.
I don't need any elaboration. So rest your question and I'm going to answer you.
Yes, is it not time for us to have that conversation?
Well, first and foremost, such a suggestion sadly comes from ignorance of what the concept or logic of the national minimum wage. So the idea is not to prescribe a payment chart for the states. Is to establish that, okay, below this, no employer in the law. And the law is very, very emphatic about those affected. I'll come to that later on. So it does not force the states to pay similar salary structures. I tell you this, at the moment, states pay what they want to pay. For instance, what a director in Anambra State earns is perhaps what a chief in Benue State earns. Do you understand this?
Okay.
So the states are paying what they want to pay. All that we're saying is that let there be a threshold.
A benchmark.
And there is a law. The ILO minimum wage fixing law is very clear. Nigeria signed on to this law quite early, shortly after its independence. Although Nigeria did that, it was in 79. Just a moment. It was in 79. It was in 79 that it was put in a constitution. Okay?
Yes.
And the first minimum wage act was put in place in 1981.
Okay.
And it became payable that same year, 125 naira, equivalent to $188. In today's exchange rate, 300,200 naira.